on, guys? It's your boy Dan, aka aDrive, bringing you guys another episode of our Road to Master Bug Only. We're back. We're here. Be sure to show some love. Hit that like button down below and subscribe if you guys are new. We're going within the fog. I'm 1-1 if you haven't seen our Road to Master. We got a new one, and we're gonna try to beat people with bug Pokemon. Somehow try to get to Master Rank. I don't know if it's even possible, but we're gonna have some fun with it. Let's see what we got here. We got a Trick Room team, which I love to see. I love to see it. Okay, so my opponent actually has no redirection on their Trick Room team, which is very good for us. And aside from Arcanine, they really struggle against this Cavalier. Oh, no, well, they could have Mystical Fire on Hatterene. Okay, how do I want to approach this? So, if they try to Trick Room with Hatterene, Durant ruins them. If they try to Trick Room... Okay, so Araquanid is the key to success in this match for sure. Araquanid is definitely the key to success here. Like, Araquanid is so good, actually. I kind of like just Sleep plus Araquanid, actually. So let's do that. And then I think Escavalier is really good here. And then I need to make sure I don't lose to Ferrothorn, which leads me to believe that I should bring Vikavolt. And I think that that's sound logic because I can deal with the Mudsdale as well. Okay, let's try that. Let's do it, let's do it, let's do it. This is gonna be a tough one, obviously. I'm gonna let my opponent set Trick Room for me here. They obviously have an Arcanine and a Mimikyu, so some faster stuff, but for the most part, a relatively Trick Room oriented team. Again, the Ferrothorn is gonna be the key here. I have to really get the most out of my Araquanid turns in this game and not allow that Ferrothorn to be a problem. So Dusclops Arcanine is the lead, which is fine. And actually, this is totally good with me for many reasons. I actually don't even care if my opponent tries to Trick Room here, but I don't see, it is Intimidate, which is good to know. I don't see why I don't just sleep the Dusclops and then just knock out the Araquanid here, or whatchamacallit here. I am curious if I one-shot Arcanine after Intimidate. Araquanid into Arcanine, and I'm intimidated. Liquidation has a chance to one-shot, but that's not a super bulky set. If he's like really bulky, I do not one-shot. So I'm thinking I'm gonna Dynamax here and just get the Rain. I think the power of having the Rain is gonna be worthwhile. So yeah, I mean, Liquidation, if he doesn't have the Intimidate, I one-shot, but with the Intimidate, it's really close. So we're gonna have to Dynamax here. Getting the Rain is gonna allow us to hit harder on the following turns anyway. And if my opponent doesn't switch into their Ferrothorn here, which is good. And they might not have even brought it, so we'll sleep the Dusclops here, prevent the Trick Room, and the Arcanine can like Flare Blitz into something, but that's about all it does. He goes for the Flamethrower into Butterfree. This is really non-significant. I don't even think this goes to Sash. It does. No burn, please. Okay. No burn, please. And I'm gonna land a Sleep Powder on the Dusclops. Gonna keep that thing snoozing for a little bit there, which means it cannot set Trick Room, which is fine by me. And now I'm gonna be able to get this big Liquidation Max Geyser off, which is gonna set the Rain, essentially nullifying the Intimidate, and that's gonna be a goodbye doggo there. And I still have Butterfree power on the field, which is very nice. Having the ability to sleep whatever comes in next if I want, or even just save Butterfree for later, or use it to redirect an attack, whatever I find to be the best situation. So Butterfree's utility here, very, very good, and Araquanid putting in some fine work right now, which you'll love to see. So not a bad start to this one. Here comes Hatterene, not surprised about that. So the Hatterene, in my guess here is it's gonna Dynamax, would be my guess. So I'm just gonna Rage Powder. It could Trick Room. I mean, the Hatterene could Trick Room, which is a very possible thing. But I have an Escavalier in the back, which is faster. So I'm just gonna Rage Powder in case he Dynamaxes. And I'm gonna go for the Geyser into it. If he doesn't Dynamax, I think the Geyser just knocks him out. So I could Pollen Puff, but it's gonna be very minimal damage. So I think our key here is just hit this thing as hard as we can. I'm gonna leave the Dusclops there because it's not really an offensive threat. If he sets Trick Room, it's not a big deal. My opponent is gonna Dynamax, so I'm gonna be able to force their attack into my Butterfree. And as long as my opponent, if my opponent's smart, they actually Mystical Fire here to change the weather. But they're probably gonna go for G-Max Smite. As long as the Dusclops doesn't wake up right now, I'm in a tremendously powerful position. Because they won't be able to get Trick Room up. So I'm gonna force this G-Max Smite into my Butterfree. I'm going to be able to get a big liquidation off, which should do at least half, I would assume. He's actually faster than me, so he's not 0 speed on his Hatterene. I don't know what to tell you. He's not 0 speed on his Hatterene. Luca, thanks for 49. So, normally Hatterene is the slowest thing on the field at 29 base speed, but in this case, he's not, which is really frustrating. And I still get my geyser off, which is good. So, could have been worse. But now I actually want him to set Trick Room. Oh my, that had to have been a crit. Oh my God. So, hold on, did you just see that? Okay, so that was insane. That was insane. That was, even with the crit, that was still a Gigantamax Hatterene, guys. Oh my God. Wow. What's up, Aiden? Thanks for the sub, love. Wow. I mean, that was insane. Okay, here comes Mudsdale. Poor Mudsdale. Facing down just what seems to be an unsurmountable task here. I am going to Energy Ball and Max Geyser. Oh my gosh. That was something, dude. That was something. Wow. I'm expecting this Mudsdale to be faster. Yeah, he is, and he goes to the Rock Slide. He misses the Vikavolt, which is massive, which means I actually get to not flinch here. And this Mudsdale's gone. This game is over, dude. Let's see how much his Energy Ball. Is he Bright Powder Mudsdale? Guys, he's Bright Powder Mudsdale. He's Bright Powder Mudsdale. He's actually Bright Powder Mudsdale. Wait. Wait a minute. Wait a gosh darn minute. He's Bright Powder Mudsdale, everybody. What is happening? Oh my goodness. Alright, well, I've locked an Energy Ball, I think, right? Yeah, I'm locked an Energy Ball. He has to be Bright Powder. Watch him try to burn my Araquanid, by the way. Maybe he won't. That looks so clean, by the way. This should knock him out or come really close. Okay. Let's see. Will he try to burn the Araquanid? Nah, he goes for Nightshade. Okay. Or she goes for Nightshade, sorry. Oh my God. Well, you know what? We're gonna seal the deal here. That was something, though. I mean, Bright Powder, dude. Bright Powder Mudsdale. And Speedy Hatterene. Yo, shoutouts to the Spider, though. The Spider just did some work. The Spider did some work there. All right, we're moving on, baby. Big wins for the Bug Maniac. Yeah, I'll see if I can check the team. Let's see. Thanks for the big nugget. Yes, I had to have been Bright Powder. Life Orb Hatterene, so it's not min speed. He was Calm Mind, actually, which is interesting. Rocky Helmet Ferrothorn. Lax Incense, that's what he was. He was Lax Incense Mudsdale. Lax Incense Mudsdale. The Dusclops is right. King's Rock Arcanine. King's Rock Arcanine, okay. And then Leftovers Mimikyu with Beat Up. Wait, why are you, oh, was he beating up into his Mudsdale? Okay. Hey, you know what? I'll give him props. I'll give him props. Big ups there, big ups. Okay, Gym Leader Challenger song. That's what you want, this one? Okay. Yeah, what if Beat Up missed? Oh my God, what if you Beat Up missed because of Lax Incense? Oh God, we have Torkoal. Okay, so this team does a couple things. One is Indeedee Hatterene, Oranguru Torkoal, and then Leopard Hatterene. So those are the main things here. So this is definitely a situation where I have to win outside of Trick Room, actually. So I'm bringing Escavalier for sure. And then, because Escavalier is going to be really slow, I have to bring Araquanid and set Rain. That's going to be really important. So I think Yeah, max guard copycat is definitely a thing, which is fine. Okay, I think I lead Vikavolt, Araquanid, Escavalier, and then I think I bring Durant for late game win. Perhaps. Yeah, I'm gonna try that. Okay. So we could see max guard copycat to set Trick Room, which is fine. We could see Indeedee Hatterene to set Trick Room. We could also see a Rangaroo plus Indeedee and then Torkoal. But the nice thing is the Vikavolt's Bug Buzz does so much, so I can clear one of those slots. And Vikavolt is 1 point faster than Araquanid, so that'll attack first. So, let's see. It's gonna be those two things. Okay, so it's the max guard Leopard set, which is fine. So, our play is just double into the Leopard then, I think. I think Vikavolt is faster. I don't think it really matters, but I think we just double into the Leopard here. Yeah. Now, there's a chance my opponent fake outs and, like, does some fancy stuff, but I'm not really super concerned. I think I can just Thunderbolt, too. No, I think I want to Bug Buzz. Let's Bug Buzz, and let's Liquidation. I'm assuming he's going to be sashed, and he's just going to go for a max guard copycat. But that may not be the case. That's probably the case. Especially in this situation where, like, Araquanid can really wreck the Hatterene, so I wouldn't be surprised if that was their approach here. I'm very concerned about the Torkoal coming in, if I'm being honest, though. That's going to be the big threat. Let's see if they go for the max guard. Yeah, it's going to be max guard copycat. So we'll clear the Leopard here. Here comes the copycat. That's going to set Trick Room. This is a really cool strategy that sets Trick Room. I don't necessarily think it's that good. I think it's good as like an emergency. See you later, Fortunes. But I don't think it's that good overall because you are wasting a Dynamax turn. So like, my opponent gets Trick Room up, but if they had just clicked Trick Room, they would have probably been okay, you know? So, this actually works in reverse order now anyway because of Trick Room, but that's fine. And I mean, I got rid of their Leopard and wasted a turn of their max just for them to do that, right? Like, it feels like I didn't end up in the bad end of things here, in my opinion. So, now, this could be another situation where my opponent doesn't have like a perfectly trained Hatterene, and I'm actually faster. So we'll have to see what happens. I'm expecting Torkoal to come on the field though, and it is going to be the Torkoal. So because it's Torkoal, I have to. I think the way I win this game is I have to clear the Torkoal first. So Vikavolt, unfortunately, is just going to be kind of like a lost cause here, and that just kind of is what it is. But I'm going to Max Geyser into the Torkoal. I should be able to live any hit when I'm Dynamax. Jake, thanks for the 6 months, by the way. And we'll see what the turn priority is. You would assume the turn priority should be Torkoal, Hatterene, Araquanid, Vikavolt. That's what it should be. But with the last game we just had, I'm not sure if my opponent's like running perfect stuff. So thank you, Jake, for being tier 3, by the way. So here comes the Eruption. This is going to probably knock out Vikavolt. Doesn't do a ton to Araquanid, which is good, though. And then we'll see if he gets the Smite off first or if I get the Liquidation. Yeah, here comes the Smite. So this game is going to come down to, like, do I get Hidden Confusion, basically, I feel. I think that's going to be, like, a big part of this game is, like, do I get Hidden Confusion here? And in hindsight, I probably should have went for the attack into the Hatterene here, but let's see. Okay, well, I get the Geyser off, which is good. I don't think this is going to KO. Ah, so close. So close, but that Torkoal's Eruption is doing pretty much nothing now. So, that's good news. Okay, now we go Escavalier. Now, Escavalier is actually the same speed as Torkoal, I believe. So this is an interesting kind of situation. There's a part of me that actually, I'm gonna do this. This is kind of an interesting play, but I think it's the play. It's kind of risky, but we're gonna go for it. It's actually gonna switch out the Torkoal to reset the weather, which is kind of smart. And here comes the Guru. And it's, what is it? Room service, okay. I need to not hit myself in confusion, please. Yes, okay, so I got the guard off. And I'm gonna get an Iron Head off here. And then he's gonna go for Smite. And he actually went into the Escavalier. So I mean, I don't know if I necessarily agree with that play. Like, I don't see why you go into Escavalier there when you can clearly go into Araquanid. Like, you knock out Araquanid in that situation. I don't really get that, but it is what it is. I am a little surprised about that play, but that's okay. Okay, so I'm gonna go for the Iron Head into the Hatterene now, and then I'm going to probably Geyser the Hat. I don't want to allow him to. He's gonna switch into Torkoal, I think. I could really see that Torkoal play coming on here. Like, my obvious play is just Iron Head Hatterene, and then I Geyser Guru. I mean, that's like the really obvious play. Also, Flutterby is not a bad play, but I think just Geysering. Let's do that. I think it's like too obvious. But Hatterene normally doesn't carry Protect though, so it just comes down to do I get hit in confusion with the Smite. Of course, this Hatterene does have Protect. We find out. This attack doesn't matter. Hopefully I don't hit myself though. Iron Head into Protect, so he does actually have Protect. And here comes the Psychic into my Araquanid, and I need to break this confusion here. This is a big turn. Nice. Okay, this should do a lot. And I'm basically setting myself up to win this game with Durant hitting a Rock Slide. That's like really what this comes down to. If Durant hits a Rock Slide, we just straight up win, so. Okay. Here comes the Drought. And it comes down to confusion as well. You know, if I can not hit myself with confusion, then we're in a really good spot. Let's see how many turns of Trick Room we have left. Last turn of Trick Room. Okay, so then what we do here is we Iron Head the Hatterene, and we make the big boy play of Wide Guard, predicting the Heat Wave. And we hope we don't hit ourselves with confusion in anything. The Araquanid should break confusion here. It's just a matter of whether or not the Escavalier will. And he's gonna Heat Wave, but I have the Wide Guard like a boss. Oh, you love to see that. Don't hit yourself and we win. Yeah! Bug only, baby! Oh, you love it. You love it so much. That's game. Ooh! You love to see it. You love to see it. Yeah, we just beat Torkoal Trick Room with a Bug Squad, baby. Let's go, man. Let's go. Yo, that's going to be the end of this episode. I think we got 2 battles in there. Be sure to hit that like button down below. Subscribe, you guys are new, man. And keep showing some love for the road to master Bug Only, as we just picked up some big plays there. That was big. That Wide Guard, though. That Wide Guard, though. You'll love to see it.